The next thing we're going to cover is I have another announcement. Along with the Math Advantage Camp for teachers, we're also putting out Math Advantage Camp ideas for parents to sign your children up and to join into this Math Advantage Camp. It is not for remediation, it is for advantage. So you're not signing this up because your children need math help, but please understand, you don't want to wait until a problem exists, because summer learning loss is real, but you don't have to wait for it to exist and become a problem for you to address it. This program gives your children an educational advantage to get ahead. And in order to understand that, I do have a commercial for you that I'm going to play right now.
I have a rising fourth grader and summer's coming. The teachers are telling me about summer learning loss, and I'm worried that my child will fall behind. We could homeschool teach this summer, but we have jobs, and we're not teachers. We could hire tutors, but those costs can be very high. I want my child to have fun, but I don't want my child to fall behind. If there's only a way to get my child some early exposure to the next grade, especially in math.
Summer learning loss is real, but it doesn't have to be your child's reality. The Math Advantage Camp is designed to provide early exposure in math for rising 4th, 5th, and 6th grade students. Through short, daily creative instructional videos, we provide a focus on skills and content to give your child an advantage in the next grade. Our 30-day curriculum is designed to provide your child with the ability to complete the camp with ease. It also allows your child to learn at their pace. What's better, your child will have access to the materials for the entire year. See the link below for more information and registration. Early registration ends March 15th.
All right, everybody, that is the Math Advantage Camp, and I encourage you all to check it out. Once again, if you follow me on social media, you will have seen my posts and things like that, but check it out. If you do not have a child of that age, but you know of parents who do, recommend them, share it, connect them to it, get them involved. It benefits us all if our children have this advantage going in, because here's what I do know. Come 8th grade, your 8th grade math scores determine how you'll be scheduled for high school. And I know this because I was a master planner at a high school. I controlled the master schedule. We didn't talk much with the counselors in middle school. They pretty much told us where they were and gave us test scores, and we used that to schedule. It's lazy, yes. Does it happen nationwide? You better believe it. But if your child does not perform well up until that stage, particularly in math, it will dictate how they are scheduled and registered in high school. And once you get put on the track, it's hard to come off of it. And yes, I said that. There's still tracking going on in public schools. So if not, we wouldn't have an AP program, we wouldn't have an IB program, we wouldn't have an honors program, we wouldn't have a general ed population program, we wouldn't have a special ed program. There's tracking going on, and you know, once you get on the track, it's hard to move up, hard to move anywhere else. You're on that track. You can always move down, but you're on that track until you graduate. And then after that, who knows what. Nonetheless, please check out the Math Advantage Camp. It is a way to get this thing going early so that you don't find yourself in that position. Now, the next topic we talk about with regards to noting is how do you enter information onto an article card template? So I'm assuming you have a couple of things. The first thing you're going to need is the PDF of the article that you're reading. It was a peer-reviewed journal article because we don't read anything less than that. So you have the peer-reviewed journal article. You've set aside your time to do your reading. You've created an environment in which you read. You begin to start reading this strategically, which means you're doing a light skim in certain areas, a medium skim in certain areas, and then a deep read in certain areas, and you're extracting out the findings of the article. So you're telling us what this author has said and suggested as true. Now you take those highlighted pieces, because on a PDF you can actually highlight the items that you're reading. You take that item that you highlighted, you paraphrase it Put it in your own words to go into your article card template. And what I mean by put it in your own words is don't use a synonym for one of the words in a sentence. Don't cheat yourself like that. But you actually digest the information and then you put it into your own words onto your article card template, knowing still you have to cite that person. It doesn't become your idea because you paraphrase someone else's. It's still their idea and they must be cited for that. So you then rephrase those highlighted articles onto your significant statements onto your article card template, making sure you're paraphrasing your own words. And then remember to keep your codes consistent. So know that you are article 57, the general topic card 13, and that's where that information is. You can even give that information a subtopic so you can keep it all in order. But you'll do that way in order to keep your cards consistent when you actually do the process of moving it from the template to the actual physical card. So if you follow those simple directions, you have the PDF and you highlight that. I've actually known of students who actually do not do the PDF. I don't know what they're doing. But you get the PDF and you move that over to the actual recommended PDF page, and then you actually move it to the article card template, and from the template it'll go into your card. Very, very simple.